Hey guys, it's Ben back here, and today we are going to go over a flea market and trip and purchases that I made. Um, Again, last week I uploaded a video of the $2,800 card collection I bought off of Facebook Marketplace. I do try to diversify a little bit in terms of, my sources of cards, where I get them from. And lucky for me, my girlfriend's away for the weekend. So, and also today in Boston, it is 70 degrees. So today is October 18th or 19th, I believe. And it is 70 degrees today. It's just gorgeous weather. And I thought, you know what? Why don't I go out to wake up a little bit early today. Today's Saturday, and go out to a flea market. So today, I drove about 45 minutes north of Boston to, it's called this, I think, Salem, New Hampshire flea market, like Salem Flea Market or something along those lines. So again, there are really two major flea markets by me. It'd be this one, and then also there's one in Raynham, Mass, which is about 45 minutes south. This was 45 minutes north. Today, again, is also a Saturday, so not all flea markets are on Saturdays. This is probably the third flea market I've been to in the past year, so I'm really not doing this often. But again, given the circumstance today with girlfriend out and the good weather here in October in the Northeast, I decided to make the trip up. So again, my first time going to this flea market, I will take you through everything I purchased. Again, I spent $159. I will take you through in order of basically when I purchased stuff, and at the end, take a look and tell me how you think I did on some of my buys. So again, this flea market actually opened up at 7 a.m. I believe. I got there myself around 8:20. And I'm kind of happy I did. I didn't show up right away. Like, people were still setting up. This was indoor and outdoor, but I mainly was interested in the outdoor area. So anyways, got there around 8:20, spent probably a few hours, maybe three hours or so there. And yeah, now I'm home, so let's go through it. All right. First things first, guys, we picked up a Lamar Jackson Ravens jersey. Again, I realize my setup is not conducive to really showing this too well. Clearly some sort of knockoff, right? Shrinet or something like that. I'm not really sure. It's a cool jersey. I bought this actually for my girlfriend. She is from Baltimore. She is a Ravens fan. And I got this for $4. I figured for $4, I couldn't go wrong. The guy had a few jerseys. I asked him how much he wanted on it. He said $4. I didn't even bother haggling with him. So I just paid the full $4. If she doesn't like it, whatever, I'll probably just sell it myself. I have to imagine I can get $4 back for this. So nice jersey to start off the day. All right, the next thing I purchased, so I'm just going to the right here. This framed picture of Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. Obviously, this has a huge, break in the glass here. So I'm going to have to replace this. This thing, I have no clue. Definitely from some store or whatever. This image itself, I've sold this card. This card was in I think early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s Upper Deck basketball set. I think it was either from the MJ files or something like that. And this card itself, I want to say it was a $50 to $100 card. So the card's very popular. This is just a cool poster, or picture, I should say, especially with the, this little nameplate on the bottom. I'm going to, number one, replace the glass on this. I'll probably get a new frame. We'll see. Get a new frame, and then I'll probably just look to hang this up in my office, because I just think this is a very cool image. So this is not going to be something that I end up reselling, but definitely a cool find there. And I paid $3 for this. He wanted $5. I said, listen, I got to buy a new glass, all that, and so we settled on $3. So nice purchase there for just $3. Okay, finally into some cards. So the first cards I found here, we have some Wembies. So I saw these. This guy did not really have any cards except for these and maybe 5 others that were just random football cards from the 90s. So I realized that these Halloween sets are kind of new. I don't know anything about them. I don't know comps, but I do know that I have started posting some Wembies from that $2,800 purchase that I made. And, they're obviously very popular. So I figured, let's try to get some more. This guy asked for $3 each on these, so 9 total. I did not even bother looking these up. First of all, guys, I will say I'm not the type that will go to a flea market, see something at the table, and just whip out my phone right away and just look up comps on eBay. I try to just have like a little, I don't know, I just think it's kind of like tacky to do that. So, I certainly was not going to do that on these. Again, I asked him for $6 on them. He said, no, like 9, I can't go any lower than 9. I figured, you know what? At the very least, these should be able to sell for at least $5 each. They are 1B rookies after all. And so I picked them up for the full $9. This orange one seems to be some sort of parallel, I'd say. How much do these go for? I haven't even looked them up. So I would assume I can get at least $5 each for these, maybe some either $10 up. So I was happy to get this. My first cards of the day at the spot. Okay, the next thing I purchased were these 2 binders of football cards. Again, this is not going to be the best in terms of me showing it. Last time I filmed the collection pickup, obviously it was very easy for me just to put this down and go through card by card, but with stuff like jerseys and binders and pictures, it's a little bit more difficult. So I'll do my best to go through this. So this seller had a bunch of random stuff, and then he had these 2 binders of cards. Again, not much. There's maybe, you can see how many pages are in this one and that one, not a lot. But those are the type of people that I do look for at flea markets. People that, are either buying stuff from storage units and then they come immediately to sell at the flea market to make back their money, make some profit or whatever. I certainly do look at vendors for cards, but something like this is going to catch my interest. And then, so anyways, I got to this guy. There's actually someone else looking at these cards first. I saw him looking through, and I saw basically like he was going through, like I could tell, like I was like, okay, 2000 Bowman, this is the year you got the Brady rookie, whatever. And so I wanted to look through them myself as well. He did not. He probably spent, like, this guy must have spent 5 to 6 minutes looking through these 2 binders, which again, to me either says one of 2 things. Number one, it either says that the cards are very interesting and he's looking through them and looking at the different parallels and inserts and he's excited about it. Or number 2, he just doesn't know what he's looking for because, a seasoned card guy, I've been doing this for a little bit less than 2 years, but even with football as my 3rd favorite sport and 3rd sport in terms of knowledge base, like I can go through these binders very, very fast and be able to identify in a split second, if cards are worth anything or maybe potentially have value. So he took probably 5 to 6 minutes and I was just kind of hovering around the area, just waiting for him to finish up before I went over. So 5 to 6 minutes of me doing that, it basically seemed like a lifetime. He eventually put them down. And then, of course, this other guy swoops in and starts looking at them right after this guy. And so at that point, I'm thinking, okay, first guy looked through. Now the second guy's looking through. There definitely is not going to be anything good in these binders for sure after 2 people have looked through them. And so whatever, the second guy starts looking through. It probably took like only 2 minutes himself, 2 or 3 minutes. And then finally he put them down and I got to go through them. So I will go through these just as I did at the sale, in terms of like the order of the binders and pages and kind of give you my thoughts as I go through. And I'll do the best I can to kind of show these cards. All right, so again, I open up the first binder. I see, gold label. I think I actually took this card out on the bottom. Javon Curse. So I saw, okay, well, it's not numbered. Again, it's just an insert from gold label at the time. But I thought that was a good sign, so I didn't really think much of it. Nothing really on the backs of these. If there's something on the back of the page, I will definitely show you. So I'm going through, obviously here, this is going to be like Brady has this card, this rookie, which is a really nice one. This is, clearly not him, but again, I'm liking the era of these cards. Get here, so I say, okay, here we have an Urlacher draft pick. Again, like I'm not looking up comps for any of this stuff. I have to assume this is at least a $5 card. And then there's another rookie pairs Urlacher here, which I have to assume has some value. Again, I'm really only listing cards that I think I can sell for at least $5 or more. So if any cards are not $5 or more, I usually just lot up and sell them on Marketplace for cheap. So, but anyways, I know that Urlacher is a very popular player. And same thing with Zach Thomas, although I don't think any of these are Zach Thomas rookies. They're not, yeah. But anyways, I thought, okay, I'm thinking in my head as I go through, maybe $5 to $10 card there on the Topps rookie. We keep going here. I didn't really see anything. Nothing there. Again, getting back to the Bowman, you know. And apologies, guys, if I'm going slow or awkwardly. I'm actually standing while I do this. This is not ideal, but it is what it is. The best I can do to capture like what's in these binders. So keep going through. Didn't see much here. Nothing really, you know. So at the end of this first binder, I'm like, okay, you know, really maybe one $5 card. Look at that. Prism Service. This was way ahead of its time in terms of the prism there. So put that to the side. So then the second binder, okay, so this opens from here. So here I started to get a little bit more interested. So you can see we have some nice like Marshall Faulk cards. Again, not worth much, but you got chrome, you have an insert here. So I was liking that. Get in, you got some Eddie George, Terrell Davis here. Some cool, like this is a cool insert, probably not worth much. The second card actually that really caught my attention though was this one on the bottom. So I guess I didn't even take it out. But you can see here out of 1,000. So this is probably 99 or 2000 gold label, maybe 2001, I'm not sure. But I knew that's the gold parallel, whatever it is, out of 1,000. So I was thinking, okay, like maybe that card is worth something. I'm not really sure. So now I'm thinking like, okay, Urlacher, we have out of 1,000 card, whatever. Let's keep going. So at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, if I find a few cards, maybe I'll just ask him like how much he wants per card and then make a deal with them or whatever. So we're going through, we got Jamal Lewis here, whatever. Again, a bunch of cards, probably not worth too much there. Again, nothing here. Let's see. Again, not much. Sean Alexander rookie. Let's see. Okay, so again, we have another gold. This is a Deuce Staley. So out of 1,000 there. So nice Deuce Staley card. Keep going. Again, just some random cards. Some more 2000 Bowman, which at this point I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, just show me what I want to see here. My hand's getting very tired from holding this up. Let's just go. I'll bring it up if there's something good. So again, not much here. Barry Sanders, nice StarQuest Barry Sanders card. Not maybe like a $2 card, if I were to guess. Okay, so now we have some Randy Mosses, so some Class 3 Randy Moss cards and a bunch of others. Not sure if there's any value there, maybe a few bucks. They're nice Randy Moss cards though. Okay, so here's the first one that actually like got me a little bit excited. Jerry Rice, again, this is the gold out of 1,000. So I was excited to see this. And at this point, I'm thinking like, okay, we have a few golds out of 1,000. We have the Urlacher, like this Jerry Rice card. I have no idea what it's worth. I would guess it has to at least be a $5 card though. This is a numbered gold label card from the early 2000s of Jerry Rice. It has to be at least $5. So I'm thinking like, okay, like I might be able to put together a little lot here and then make an offer on a few cards. So we're just going through again, some whatever, bunch of nothing, whatever. Okay, let's see. Go through again, not much here in terms of players. Again, sorry guys, I realize this is not the best angle for you to see what I'm looking at. Just keep going. Really not much. Okay, so back to some of the shiny, nicer cards, more premium brands here. No one really that good though. Still no one that really catches my eye. Just you can see nothing here. Okay, so then we got here, I was like, okay, we have a Peyton Manning competitors on the top left, a few more Mannings on here. We have this this holiday card. I've sold one of these for $5, and I believe it was like players that really weren't that good. So I was like, okay, that's probably another card I can get $5 for at the very least here. Again, I had only bought 3 cards up until now, so I was kind of fiending to find some. Got some Aikmans on here, Brett Favre. Keep going, some more Brett Favres. Brian Greasy, some Trent Dilfer, Jake Plummer, some quarterbacks, Caden McCown. when these cards are falling out. And then there are just like these random cards back here, just like that. So these are the Europe prospects, actually, I believe from that Brady year. Maybe not. Okay, so 2000 tops. So whatever, they were literally just like that, right in the middle of the sheets. Hasselbeck. So we're down to the last few pages here. I'm thinking like, okay, maybe I'll offer this guy like $3 for the cards that I've found. That'll be great. Pennington rookie. And then I turned here, and what is that we found, guys? That's right. The Tom Brady Bowman rookie sitting on the second to last sheet. So I had gone through all this. I didn't even bother looking at this last sheet after I saw that. I mean, clearly we have some sort of nice Unitas reprint refractor there. But if we get back to this, I saw this. I shut the binder immediately, and I asked the guy, you know, how much for the two binders here. No bends. Obviously, there is some corner wear. Sorry, I realize this angle kind of sucks. Not the worst though. Maybe a little bit of like curvature, whatever you call it, kind of like a chrome card from being this stupid binder. But here it is, guys. Tom Brady rookie card. I could not believe it. The Bowman rookie definitely looks legitimate to me. Like you can kind of feel this, you know, extending out over the card. So I'll study it more, but I do absolutely believe it's real. Very nice find. If you guys watched my last video, you know that I did find a Brady rookie in that $2,800 collection that I purchased. When I went to post it, I actually found out it had been altered. So it was an altered rookie card. Someone had taken a marker and gone to the sides of it to like fill in the color on the brown and on the black. I was super disappointed. It kind of just added to my disappointment when, obviously, again, if you watched last video, you saw on the Wembayama disaster. And so at this point, after I saw the altered Brady, I was like, this is unreal. Like basically the two most expensive cards in that collection were one wasn't even there. The other one's altered. Like I'm not going to do too well on this purchase. Now, I still think I'll end up making a profit there. But anyways, I was very bummed. So to see this after that, and actually I did bring, just so you guys just don't think I'm taking the same card. This is the altered one that I posted. I'm not going to take it out of the case or anything, but basically like there's a little bit of black on this, like right on this edge here. And then the top of it is, you can't see anything, is a little bit brown. So now I have one that's seemingly not altered, which is great. And so clearly I can sell this thing for probably, I would say $500 or so, if I were to guess. Again, nice card, no bends really, just some really, I'd say minor corner wear. The worst one would be this bottom right corner, but I absolutely could not believe it when I saw this on the second to last page after two different people looked through these binders and passed on them. So anyways, I saw that. I shut the binder immediately. I asked the guy, what do you want for both? He said $20. I said, how about 10? I kind of like frowned and I said, how about 10? And he said, that's fine. And so I paid $10 for these two binders of cards here and ended up pulling the 2000 Bowman Brady rookie. Could not believe it. Super, super excited to find that. Obviously, it made my whole trip worth it, and this is by far the best flea market pickup I've ever had. So pumped to have that. Some of these sheets do have like multiple cards, just like facing the same way. So like again, there's nothing on the backs of any of these. Okay, I should probably move this. But there are some that have like two cards in one pocket, just both facing forward. So I will go through this. I'll take some of these out most likely. I'll let you guys know if I find anything else. But again, finding that Brady rookie and spending $10 on these two binders, just an absolutely massive find. So that is awesome. Again, very, very exciting finding that and now having two of them, really. So when I have two cards like this, guys, I tend to, or if I have multiples of a card I'm trying to sell, I tend to try to list the best condition card first and then sell that and then sell the other one after that, like repost after it sells. So I have this listed. It has a ton of watchers already. I'm going to hold out for $400 on it, the altered one. We'll see. Maybe I can get it, maybe I can't. $350 worst case. But what I probably will look to do, it might take a little bit longer to sell an altered Brady. I might end up taking this listing down and then just posting this one as a legitimate non-altered Brady first, and then going back to this one and posting this one after. So we'll see what I do there. But nonetheless, sweet freaking find. Could not have dreamed of finding something like that, especially given the other people that were there in front of me. All right, we're at 20 minutes, guys. There is still a nice box I want to show you that I picked up, so stay tuned here. We have 2 more purchases that I made. So the next purchase, again, I'm a sports card guy, but I will just show you this. So I was feeling good after the Brady find, clearly. I went up to this guy, a bunch of random toys, like some sports stuff related. So I saw this Slamos, whatever, something or other. It's a toy, basically, like a toy game. You can see here 2000 Wendy's. So I was like, okay, maybe this came in like a Wendy's Happy Meal, whatever the heck they make, and I tried it out. Like, it does technically work, you know. You can try to like shoot it in. Anyways, I bought the guy's like $1 for everything on here. Everything is $1 on this like mat, whatever. So I did. He was distracted. I did do a quick eBay search on this. They sell it for like 20 to 25 bucks. Obviously, this one's a little beat up, but for $1, if it goes for 20 bucks or so, I'm picking that up all day long, even if I am a sports card guy. So a nice find there. Yeah, I don't know what go over me, but same thing. I paid $1 for this. I did not even bother looking it up. I think I was just feeling good on the Brady card. I was feeling good. I found that little game for $1 that's worth 20. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get this nice sealed pack of Bella, Sarah, Northern Lights, horse cards, or whatever. I don't even know. So I paid $1 for that. That was probably a bad decision. I can't imagine this is worth much money, but I will look it up. It is a sealed pack, and it is, in some sort of like, clearly this is at like a Walmart or Kmart back in the day. So we paid $2 for these 2 items. All right, guys, the last pickup is card related. So this is what I got. All those items that I just showed you are from outside, people that set up outside. This is from one of the inside vendors. I went through the inside area. I typically don't like those as much because people are either dealers or they know what they have or whatever it is. I went up to this guy. There was basically no cards in this entire indoor area, which is surprising to me because I've seen cards at indoor areas and I've seen expansive card shops in these like flea market places. And this guy had a smaller little like booth, I should say. A lot of jerseys. I've come to find out he's a jersey guy, like sports jerseys, whatever, autographed jerseys, this and that. I saw it when I first walked up to his booth. I saw that there's a guy looking through cards. And so the guy kind of was taking a while. I hung around for a few minutes to see. He was still going. I was like, all right, I'll just come back. So I come back like 10, 15 minutes later. The guy's finally gone. So I was like, oh, you got some cards. I'll take a look. He started me off with a box. He was like $1 each for these cards. There's a bunch of like 90s basketball. There's some nice cards in there, some stars, but nothing like insane. And then he's like, I have this other box of like this one here, $5 to $10 cards. And so again, I went through the 90s box. I found 3 or 4 cards that I just put in here. So you'll see a few that I picked out from there. And then I went through this box. I started to make a little stack. And at the end of it, I realized I had a stack of about 10 or 12 cards. And I was thinking to myself like, okay, what this guy said these are like $5 to $10 cards. Nothing's really marked in here. Am I really going to spend, or am I going to haggle for 50 to 75, or should I just try to buy this whole box? And so I settled on the latter. And so I went through, again, super nice guy. He was like Hispanic or Mexican or something. And typically a lot of the dealers I find are old white guys, quite honestly. So this guy, he basically told me that like he will have people that sell him boxes of cards like this for cheap. And then he'll take them here and try to sell them if he can. He basically told me he didn't have the best knowledge on sports, or on players for this era, I should say. And so, he knows how to look stuff up, but he's not going to look up every single one. And he probably doesn't have the best like historical, like baseball knowledge, for example, whatever, to go off of. So he basically said as much to me as he just kind of does this for fun and tries to make a little bit of money on them. So anyways, I went through this whole box first, picked out 10 or 12 cards. I'll show you the 10 or 12 I picked out initially as I get to them in here. And then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make an offer on all of it. So I asked him, I said, would you sell the whole box? And he was like, well, I would. Yeah. Like, do you have a price in mind? And so guys, in instances like this, where there's someone who's semi-clueless but knows enough, I try to toe the line between ripping people off and being a decent person. And I try to like fairly compensate with people. Like I'm obviously out here to get the best price I can, but I'm also not out here to completely scam people that may or may not know what they are selling. So when he kind of put the onus on me to come up with the price first, I said, listen, I probably value this whole box around 200 to 300. I would just say, I said, there's a lot of dollar cards in here, or maybe even less. He said, and I said, I offered him 120 bucks for the whole box. He countered with 125. Of course, I'm not going to say no over $5, basically. And so rather than just buying, 10 or 12 individual cards, I just bought the whole box for $125. So this is going to be predominantly baseball. We'll go through one by one. I'll do the best I can. I realize I'm still standing here. The video here is at 25 minutes. I want to say my other card collection pickup video hit 30 minutes. But so again, I want to try to make these, slightly succinct if I can. So let's go through and see what I got for $125. And then you guys tell me, would you have paid $125 on this box of cards? Okay, go left to right. I'll just go through and I'll put them on the side as I go. Some sort of Greg Townsend, whatever, on-card autograph, or I should say in person. This is seemingly a Diamond Mine complete insert set, I'm assuming. 99 or so, Griffey on the front, of course. I have to imagine this is at least like a $10 set, so I'll definitely list that. So another random Townsend, some sort of, I don't even know what the heck this is. We have numbered, these are numbered cards, I believe. Okay, they are. So you can see out of 1954, this is Heritage, probably Heritage Chrome. So A-Rod, Berkman, Tim Hudson. Again, all numbered cards here. Andrew Jones, it's a nice one. Again, these are all out of 1954. This is the reprint design of it. Carl Crawford. So Frank Thomas, obviously this is, and again, guys, these cards are dirty. So you're just seeing dirt on the top loader. I liked that for sure. But the Thomas, you got Kurt Schilling. This is out of 554. So you can see getting a little bit lower numbered here. Smoltz, Maddox. Again, Greg Maddox is a popular player. He sells. That's out of 1954. Chipper, same thing. Chipper sells. That card will absolutely be at least $5. Bagwell, some followers for him. Okay, and this is the meat of it, guys. So a lot of game-worn cards. Game-worn, game-used, whatever. Nothing huge, but definitely some nice ones. So we'll go through them quick. So Piazza game-worn. We have an A-Rod swatches, another A-Rod card. I've sold this card before for I think $5. Not a huge one, but this pack, I don't even know. Okay, so it seems like we have a nice pack of Mike Lowell cards. Very nice, Mike Lowell. I liked Lowell a lot when he was on the Red Sox. I actually think that he retired too early. If I remember correctly, he was putting up some pretty good stats even late in his career. So again, some random. Okay, so here are the $4 box cards that I found. So this is a numbered LaFonso Ellis, I believe, out of 1,000 die cut. Again, paid $1 for that. We have a top side-by-side refractor card. I think the Staley is the refractor. I've seen these cards quite often, these USA basketball from the late 90s. I know that they made a lot of refractors of these, so they're not necessarily rare by any stretch. But for $1, and also Don Staley is a popular coach, I think for, who is it, South Carolina, I want to say. So she's a very polarizing, popular coach in women's college basketball. So I figured I can at least get $5 for this card. I have to imagine with the refractor, especially being on her side too, even with Hardaway on there. So I got that for $1. A nice Alonzo Mourning Best Cuts refractor. So again, these are not going to be like huge cards by any stretch, but it's a 90s refractor. It's of a noticeable, kind of name player. So we'll pick that up all day. And then there are a bunch of Stockton. This is from the dollar box. I put these 4 cards in this after I bought it, but I paid $1 each for these. John Stockton Legacies. I think I've sold a Shaq card Legacies for $20. So I took a chance on this. If it's not worth $5, I will just give away for free with some purchases on eBay or whatever. But I paid $4 for those. Okay, back to the cards that were in this box. We have a nice Rolly Fingers game worn card. Okay, so this is the stack that I picked out. after going through this whole box in front of me, I picked out these cards. Let's count them out, or I'll count them out off camera because you don't see them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 cards. So there were 14 cards here, and this is when my mind started working. Okay, like, am I going to start bartering over $5 to $10 each on 14 different cards, or should I just try to make a play for the whole thing? So rather than offering on just these, I decided on the whole thing. So let's just look at the 14 that I picked out after going through this, and then I'll go through the rest of this, and then you guys can tell me which ones I should have grabbed initially in addition to these. So again, Rolly Fingers, a nice jersey card there. Reggie Jackson jersey card. I'm pulling any game used Reggie Jackson. I'm pulling. Vladimir Guerrero back card, back card. That's a nice piece of the bat too. That MVP, clearly not the best brand, but Vlad is very collectible. We have a Bob Gibson game worn card, not numbered, but a nice one. Greg Maddux. Look at that sketch of Maddux. Very cool. Maddux is definitely collectible. This is the Jeter that I actually pulled out from that stack that you saw of numbered heritage. So again, a numbered Jeter, even at a 1954, that's gotta be worth $5 to $10. Al Kaline back card, so that was pretty cool. An Omar Vizquel autographics from Flair Showcase. I realize Vizquel is not the biggest star, but there are people that collect him. He was a defensive wizard. May or may not be in the Hall of Fame. I'm not really sure. He's probably a borderline Hall of Fame player. I don't know if he got in, but that was a nice one. Johnny Bench back card. Cool one there. A John Kruk, Flea Greats of the Game autograph. John Kruk, he commentates games, whatever. He's fairly popular. Frank Thomas, I picked this one out. Fleer Focus, they made a lot of jersey cards, but this one does have a, a little patch streak on there, or whatever, pinstripe, I should say. So I picked that one out. Anything Albert Pujols game worn, I'm going to take that all day. I realize probably not a big card, but still Pujols. This is Frank Robinson game worn. This one's actually at a 350, so I thought that was a nice one. And then a Bazooka Blast Barry Bonds back card. So I picked out those 14, and then I just figured let's just go for it. Let's just buy the whole thing. Okay. Just some random base cards. We're getting back into the Mike Lowell. I probably have a nice little collection of Mike Lowell cards here, which is great. Nothing here really. Not sure. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's a nice insert set of Prestige, 2004 Prestige. We'll see if that sells. That's a nice one. Tim Hudson game worn. Luis Gonzalez game worn or baseball cap out of 250. That's a cool card. This was a cool one that I did not pick out just because of the price tag on it. So A-Rod and Ivan Rodriguez game worn, but guys, look on the back, and we have Rafael Palmeiro, and Juan Gonzalez. So a 4X game worn card here. This is numbered out of 100. You can see why I did not pick it out, $40 price tag, but anything with jerseys on the front and back is very hard to find. Nowadays, they really don't make cards like that. Anytime I find cards with game-worn relics on the front and back from like 90s cards, I've picked up a few basketball cards of these in the past, I try to buy them. But with the $40 price tag, I was not going to get this, but clearly once I made an offer on the whole thing, it was going to come with it. So a nice quad game-worn card there of Rangers players. Seemingly some Invincible. I've seen these cards a lot before. Probably another insert set, if I were to guess. Diamond Aces, so 20. Definitely looks like 20 cards. And we've seen 2 other insert sets before that. So that's a nice, that probably sells for a few bucks. We have Miguel Tejada game worn. Some autographs here. Really no one of note. Mike Gosling, that might sell for $5. That's out of 100. Boof Bonzer, that might sell. I recognize him. This is just a cool card. Maybe you can get $5 for it. Not really sure. Brandon Larson. Let's see. William Opeña. Remember him with the Red Sox? That might sell. Might be able to get $5 for that. Kyle Snyder. Matt Clement. Just an on-card auto. Probably in person. Boof Bonzer, that might sell. He was a decent relief pitcher. I think he was a relief pitcher. Johnny Gomes. He'll sell for sure. Johnny Gomes, marketable player. Wade Miller, potentially. Alex Gonzalez, on-card auto. Carlos Ruiz, Dave Gassner. So Casey Kochman is a cool card. That might sell from Topps Pristine, I believe is the brand. Oliver Perez, Alex Graham, Kyle Snyder, Alex Gonzalez SP Authentic. This should sell, even though it's Alex Gonzalez. Those cards are fairly collectible. Samson, all right, so that's half of it. Let me just put these back in, give myself some room. Again, I realize we're at 35 minutes. This is gonna be a long video. Let me go through the second side as fast as I can. Again, I paid $125 for this entire box. So we've gone through the cards I clearly liked. We've gone through some of the other ones that are in here, which definitely do have some value as well. All right, let's see the other side. One, Maricol, I believe is a Hall of Famer. It's a nice game worn card. Andre Dawson game worn. I don't really know. Maybe it's another insert set. I'm not really sure. 3 of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe missing one. We'll see. I have a bunch of these historical impressions. I'm not really sure what these are. Some sort of like manufactured plate. They are numbered, but I wasn't too interested in them. Then some random Yankee Clipper. I'm not sure what these are either, but there are a lot of them, so probably not worth the most. Whoops. Okay, Raul Mondesi. We have Tino Martinez back card. Kazishi, a nice Vlad jersey card. Some more jersey cards. Paul Mero, Adam Dunn, Hee-Seop Choi, Gary Sheffield, Carlos Delgado, Tim Hudson, Hideo Nomo. This is the stack. I actually pulled that Reggie Jackson game worn card here. The stack of A's players. So a bunch of A's Upper Deck vintage cards here. Game used jersey cards here. So Raleigh Fingers, nice one. Mike Keegan. Keep going through. I mean, this could be the complete set of the A's, in which case I will probably try to sell it all together as opposed to selling the Jacksons separately, maybe some of these separately. So that's a nice little pile of game-worn cards there. Keep going here. Andre Dawson, yep. Billy Williams. So again, some good players, some Hall of Famers. Ryan Sandberg, Fergie Jenkins, John Sain, Marical, Jenkins, Johnny Denny. Some Denny's, Randy Johnson, Tim Hudson, Mike Marshall, Musina, Kaz Suzuki. So again, a lot of game-worn cards here, guys. A lot from like the era that I love of cards, you know, the late 90s, early 2000s. I love all these things. Just cool finds. Pudge, Jason Kendall, Barry Zito. Got Rodriguez, Jason Kendall. Again, Aaron Boone. Look at a young Aaron Boone before the stress of managing the Yankees weighed in. Look at that face. Tim Hudson. Keep going here. Rondell White. Jeff Kent. Berkman. Yep, that's Berkman. Paul Konerko. Javi Lopez. Chris Carpenter. This is a cool one, but this is going to be Mark Teixeira. Going through these as fast as I can. Back is definitely starting to hurt from standing like this and leaning. Eric Chavez, Delgado. Let's just go through Brandon Miller, Andrew Jones, Gary Sheffield, Eric Gagne, Barry Zito, Roger Cedeno, Jose Cruz, George Foster, it's a cool one. Delgado, Jose Reyes, Baldelli, some more JD Drew. Again, nothing crazy here. Gil Tejada. This guy, Kenny Lofton, it's a cool one. This guy definitely knew like the big names. You know, there's not gonna be like any Griffies in here or Jeter game worn cards or whatever. But again, he did not seem to have like historical baseball knowledge per se. Not that there's anything crazy in this box, but Aaron Rowans, some more kind of Hall of Fame players, Frank Robinson, Gaylord Perry, Al Kaline, it's a cool one, stadium seat. Luis Paracchio, I believe is how you say his name. I believe he's the Hall of Famer. Okay guys, the last little stack here. Thanks for sticking with me. I realize we're at about 40 minutes, so it's a long video. Dave Parker, Bill Mazeroski, it's a cool game worn card there. Brandon Phillips, auto, Tom Seaver, Wangon, Jim Thome. Again, just a few more to round it out. A-Rod, larger than life jersey, it's pretty cool. Dontrell Willis, and this is seemingly going to be another insert set here. Okay guys, so that is it. Again, this video dragged on 40 minutes, so apologies for that. I tried to show everything I got. I think that is everything. So again, guys, I spent $159 total on at the flea market today. The big purchase, or the big find, obviously, is this Tom Brady rookie card here. This box you're looking at, again, I spent $125 on this box. Let me know how you think I did on this box. Clearly the Brady card will pay for everything, but let me know how you think I did on all the purchases here. If you like videos like this, you know, feel free to check out my card collection video that I bought. If you watch that video and you watch this one, then I salute you and I thank you for watching both my card pickup videos. I will do these if people like them. I'll do them as often as I pick stuff up, which is not very often, but you know, here and there I will pick up stuff. So let me know what you think of the cards. And until next time, I will talk to you later. All right, take care, guys.